I haven't really filmed much of this. I'm putting on the serpentine belt, so I've had the spindle out, gave it a wee clean, and predominantly I'm just going through it to kind of identify how bad everything is. So that's the chewed up 30-tooth sprocket that needs to be replaced, and I have a replacement. Where is that? Here we go. So this is a 32-tooth module. It's the wrong shape, but the whole objective of this is to bore it out, install it, run it on through the plastic change gears. So they'll be running 2 plastic reverse gears, so they'll handle the fact that this module is different, and then I can start cutting teeth. I've got the correct, where are we? Here we go. I've got a cutter, so out of our friends from Inexpensiveville. So you'll see a lot more of that, but at this stage I'm still running on the DC motor, the AC motor, and then I'm just putting the serpentine belt. I would have had the 3-phase motor on already, but I'll show you when that comes up. Oh, that's upstairs. While testing it, I accidentally wired it up wrong and let all the smoke out, so have had to order another one, and kind of delayed me a little. So that should be in by the end of the week or early next week. But at this stage I just want to get this serpentine belt in so that we can get this thing running a little smoother, get a little bit more torque, and then start rebuilding bits for it. The shaft is, oh, here we go. So this is the shaft that runs across is the back of the change drum, and look, that's just completely chewed up all over the place. So I've just run a file over and taken off the high spots, just cleaned it up, but that's going back in, but that will get rebuilt. So now I need to put in the tensioner, which goes in onto those little ball end adjusters, and center it on that, and then I can assemble the rest of the top half of it. I'll come back to you. It's a bit of a tricky job, and also there's not a lot of light, or it's not really the ideal place for filming. So there's the rear change drum just going in. Oh, coming through too far. So cleaned up all of the burrs on that shaft. So I'll align it and put the grub screws in. Interesting, there's only one grub screw on a flat driving the whole thing. There's no keyway in that shaft. Interesting. Mind you, it is the higher speed side, so the reduction, change the gearing changes down, but yeah, I would have thought it was a little bit more robust. There we go, almost back together. I dropped the tension pin about 4 times and then it falls down the back of the bench, so finally got the mini vice grips, but every time you sort of have a bit of a shuffle it just falls down, so that gets pushed by the heavy lid. So I'll remove that. Hopefully we won't lose it. We'll get out of there. And then when the lid goes down, oh shit, only having one arm's a bit of a pain in the ass. The pin pushes into it. Now I'm trapped. I'll show you the tensioning going the other way. It's probably easier, so pushes down on that pin. Now back and running with the chuck on. I haven't got the change gears engaged because they are a little bit noisy. You can see the belt in there. I've got the cover, but I'll add that on once we stick the three-phase variable speed motor, but most of the noise is coming from this drive line. I'll show you the change gears. There we are, there's the change gears. Got the little plastic one running. Still using the O-ring.
Please add your thoughts and comments, like and subscribe. Let's grow this channel.